the juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move, on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never won't smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fast charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at card. That shit was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. Wall, my thoughts had a bind. He flinched in my ear like spit for the county. Bitch at you, but the trigger was tempting. Whole lot of demons in the section I'm stepping. Brain got a drum or a hole like a stick. Bang for the Lord, every ride gon' hit. Close and slide, it was running like bait. I carry that text like a windshield whip. Flex that flex, feel that rest. I was 10 toes down in the spiritual test. Came from the dirt, still cleaner than most. Flesh won't toast, but the spirit won't ghost. Devil throw laws, I be catching that purr. Let's roll revenge, but the Lord says spur. Fast like collar with the engine on red. Put it in park after old me dead. I got the juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move, on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never won't smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fast charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at card. That shit was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. Gave me the juice, but it came with the blessing. Guess so many nights turn pain into blessing. Bitch won't place, I just wanted confessions. The pain won't dip, so I dug through the lessons. Wasn't no cap in my name when I.
Life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. You might know that Neo love, but Neo love, but when he above. Switching lanes in the turning lane. Old school, no roof above. Carpool, no room for her. Bitch, you cartoons, we gets it up.
Hey, welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother DMG the Poet, and we are here.
Yes, sir.
The judges' decisions. Who took the debate last night? The pseudo slayer, aka the box office, Cedrick Ortega, or our brother TKO, Tacori
Dawson.
And listen, family, your brother DMG is under the weather, but we wanted to get this decision to the people, so we only gonna be up here briefly because, as y'all know, the Diabolical Divas are up next in about 45 minutes. So we're going to bring this to you and get on out the way. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Big Hemi, the Biblical Barbarian, in the house. I see the Divas in the building. Shout out to my man, the leader of the Smush Gang, the Lone Wolf, a.k.a. the Lion, Zion, in the building. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. We appreciate y'all support. And as the moderator, man, I gotta ask you, D, who did you think took this thing, man? Because it's a lot being said, a lot being discussed. We put up a poll at the request of my brother Cedrick. I'm gonna get into that in a second. But before we do, talk to us, man. What did you think of the debate? Because from the outside looking in, it was highly contested.
Yeah. As always, I gotta be a straight shooter. It's just like when you in the middle of the debate and you moderate and you gotta look at things objectively, right? So I think both guys brought their collection of information to the table. I like the way Tacori, hey Tacori, don't get me on this one. Tacori was because I've been messing his name up. Tacori brought a unique perspective. I'm glad that he moved the way he did as far as the angle and approach he took. And then, of course, Sid, he came with a solid presentation overall. I like some of the graphics, the way he designed it. I think my favorite part was the Q&A because both of them in their own way. I like the way they both handled the Q&A. Of course, Sid, I've done what? Sid, how many debates I did for you? Did with you as the moderator? What I did? 3 debates for you. Every debate. If y'all haven't peeped what Sid does, I'm not gonna give out his game plan, but I just know during the Q&A, if you haven't figured out how to deal with him during the Q&A, you need to take notes because he definitely has a tactic that he uses, and he's gone and done it over and over, and it works. Don't fix it, bro.
Listen, I used to call A1 the master of the chin check session because he had a way of avoiding his opponent's question while antagonizing them at the same time. I think Mr. Box Office himself can now be considered the master of the chin check session because, like you said, that tactic it becomes so overwhelming. I think shout out to Tacori because at least Tacori did understand he had 3 timeouts. But I think most of the time when Cedrick debate people, they don't even they forget they got timeouts.
Yeah, you ain't lying. He definitely. I think he used 2 of them. He could have used that third one. Which said he's gonna make you use them timeouts. He's definitely gonna make you use those timeouts. If you don't use them, that is to your detriment. Because one thing about him is he already knows what he's going to say before he gets you in there, and he's great at getting under a debater's skin. It's like that's like when and then I'll be watching the video like when they on the screen. He be dying laughing behind it. That said like doing that. And then Tacori, back in the chin check round with his banter, his performance was pretty good. It was good to see him back. It was definitely
it was. I told Tacori, man, it was that win or lose, it was great to have him back, and I think he definitely gonna be a franchise player in the Versus series moving forward.
I would like to see him against Silky. I'm saying it first before anybody else put that out there.
Oh man, look at Darian.
I want to see Silky D versus Tacori Dawson.
Cannon with the matchmaking. And listen, I just want to point out again, I brought this up last week with Gideon and Steve. Shout out to both of those brothers because my prediction, it kind of came true. Winning and losing obviously matters whenever you embarking in competition. But in the Versus series, shout out to Ratchet and Classic Craig. They wanted to make it so losing wouldn't be as detrimental because we understand the environment that we living in. And when somebody being told they lost a competition where they disseminate information that they stand behind, it can demoralize individuals. Losing a debate in the Versus series does not eliminate you from getting ranked. The information you disseminate, the presentation you present, and the way in which you present it is also factored into whether or not you will get ranked. If you look at the rankings, the bottom half are all people who lost their last debate. Courtney, Zion, Quinn, I can't think of it right now, but I just played the top 10 video. Hemi lost back-to-back debates, and he in the top 5. Because if you look at those debates, those other factors were heavily considered with how we decided to rank him. And then he did have a debate where the other brother wasn't decided not to debate and ended up retiring. And so he ended up winning by default. But again, I just want everybody to know whether Cedrick loses the academic title tonight or Tacori losing does not, it's not the end all be all when you're competing in the versus set. I just want to make sure I said that. As far as the poll, right now, Cedrick is leading the polls 32% to Tacori's 32%, with a draw being the last option, and it is at 6%. So that's the polls. But because, again, I'm not feeling well, excuse me, and we got to get out the way for the dynamic, diabolical divas, we're going to go ahead and make this one quick, and I'm going to get to the judge's decision. Any questions or comments before we get to the judges, Cannon?
I just make this statement. From my vantage point, the poll was just like a filler. It didn't have any bearing on the judgments at all, did it?
Not at all. Not at all. And so just to reiterate, my judges are not in this community. I send them links to the debates. They do not pay attention to anything else on the channel. Trust and believe that. And after some complaints about the judges, I've even went forward with getting a couple of new judges who are, let's just say, academically sound and are very committed and thorough to how they observe these debates. So, yeah, they not even paying attention. I don't even know if them bastards subscribe to my channel, to be honest. But
okay.
But they should be. I'm gonna mention that whenever we have a conversation after this, because after they judgments are read, they always have questions for me. I'm gonna ask both of them if they subscribe to the channel. And for those who don't know, we do have a 3-judge system. We have 2 primaries and 1 alternate. If the 2 primaries agree, it is a unanimous decision. We don't have to go to the alternate. If they disagree, then we go to the alternate to get our final decision. We've had 1 tie on this channel where the alternate was not able to come to a conclusion, and it was a very closely contested debate. So even though I understood, I was still pissed because the whole point of having the alternate is so we don't get a tie. But we did have that 1 draw, but we've done everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen.
Who was the draw with?
A1 and Quinn. Does the Bible condone grape?
Oh, okay.
And again, we had our 3 judges watch this thing, and we are going to go to the 2 primary judges now. Shout out to Daniel Haru in the building. Hope to get a spotlight interview with that brother. If you're not familiar with the spotlight interviews, I take people who I consider to be prominent and influential people in the community, and I put them under the spotlight for an interview. Nothing negative. If you had some controversies, we would obviously address that. But how you address it is how you address it. I'm not here to press anybody on anything. So, but yeah, man, I'd be honored if you would consider having a spotlight debate. And if you want to see some of the ones I've done with Pastor Bennett, Brother Reggie, etc., I'll send them to you so you kind of know what to expect. That being said, let's go to judge number 1 and see what they came up with. All right, judge number 1. The stronger argument is one that relies on real, verifiable evidence and presents that evidence in a clear, organized, and methodical way. Cedrick Ortega grounded his case in fossil discoveries, DNA research, and archaeological findings. This is evidence that can be independently studied, tested, and cross-verified by the scientific community. Each of his points built on the previous one, creating a coherent narrative that made the origins of modern humans both accessible and difficult to refute. In contrast, Tacori presented an argument that relied more heavily on theoretical assertions and interpretive framework that were not consistently supported by empirical evidence. And when he did provide sources, he struggled to clearly explain, having even stated that he couldn't pronounce words that helped him frame his argument. While his perspective raised considerations, it often required the audience to accept underlying assumptions without the same level of scientific corroboration. This left key challenges unanswered and weakened the overall persuasive force of his position. Ultimately, the difference in this debate came down to evidentiary vigor and argumentative structure. Cedrick consistently tied his conclusions to data that can be observed, tested, and debated within established scientific standards, while Tacori's approach, though thought-provoking, did not meet the same threshold of verifications. Because Cedrick's argument was both evidence-driven and clearly communicated, the decision in this debate goes to Cedrick Ortega. That was judge number 1.
Okay.
Any thoughts on the judge number 1's findings?
I mean, ultimately, I can't argue with what they feel based off they call. Okay, continue.
All right, we will go to judge number 2. All right, judge number 2. Tacori introduced several conceptually engaging ideas and made a clear effort to challenge the dominant narrative. He also mentioned peer-reviewed sources, but basically glossed over them, never sufficiently highlighting what they claimed. Moreover, many of his points were presented in a broad or generalized manner and were not consistently anchored or clear. He struggled at times to pronounce terms that were central to his argument, which raised questions about his command of the material and made parts of his presentation difficult to follow. As a result, portions of his argument were harder to evaluate, often leaving the audience to infer where the information originated or how it could be independently verified. Additionally, Tacori left a significant portion of his allotted time unused, time that could have strengthened his position given the lack of clarity in his explanations. With more explicit citations and a tighter connection between his claims and supporting evidence, his argument would have carried greater weight and credibility. Cedrick Ortega, by contrast, consistently supported his claims with references and source-based material, providing clarity and structure throughout the debate. His ability to clearly identify the origins of his information strengthened his overall presentation and allowed him to respond more effectively to challenges. By grounding his rebuttals in cited evidence, Cedrick maintained coherence and reinforced his position even when addressing opposing viewpoints. He also managed his time effectively, communicating his points clearly and making full use of the allotted times. Ultimately, when evaluating both communication and evidentiary support, Cedrick was more effective in presenting a clear, traceable, and well-supported argument. While Tacori raised thought-provoking ideas, Cedrick's consistent use of sources, structured delivery, and time management made his case more persuasive over the course of the debate. The decision goes to Cedrick Ortega. And that means this is a unanimous decision for Cedrick Ortega. Thoughts on judge number 2?
Personally, I don't have no real thoughts. Like I said, with the first judge, they articulated what they saw. I always stress, you know what I'm saying, and I did hear this from the judges, use up all that time. Just you got to use up all that time or get close to it. Like, I don't know. I get it. I don't have no qualms about the judging. I'm just thinking about, if I was in the ring, how I could have made that better. I definitely think that when you in the heat of the moment trying to get your, presentation off, your concern is making sure you get through all the material as fast as possible so that you can get all your points off. So I get it. I just think that, the judges, keyed in on some things. The one judge said something about not being able to say the words that needed to be said in the presentation, and something about them not feeling like he had command over his particular, his presentation. Like,
as the moderator, I wanted to ask you about that specifically. I never criticize the judges publicly. I'm not going to start doing it now. I do have conversations with them behind the scenes. Obviously, we have a policy here where we keep our judges unanimous. Everybody know why. When we had judges on a public stage, they got calls for weeks asking why they ruled the way they did. We not dealing with that ever again. And so we've elected to keep them unanimous. I've considered making them public once again, but I'm not going to, fold due to public appeal. So we're going to keep our policy. But whatever critiques I have for them, I have with them when we engage. And so any disagreements I have with their renderings, I'll deal with it with them and see if we can tighten it up or be a little more clear in our explanations on why we went a certain way. And not saying that I need to do that in this debate, not saying I don't, but that was the one thing that stood out to me was, as the moderator, because I was medicated and in and out, what do you make of what I believe it was judge number 1 and judge number 2 mentioned, a lack of pronunciation and not believing that he had a full grasp on his information? Because I didn't quite get that.
So from my vantage point, I think that some of those Latin words, when you start talking about different stages of hominid, I think they get a little bit hard to say, and they become tongue twisters. So maybe it was, maybe his pronunciation, but he did make a joke midway through the debate, like, hey, some of y'all can't read some of these words neither. He did say something to that effect. Maybe not those exact words, but I think that one of the things that threw Tacori off was that he was having some technical issues in between his rounds. So that might have been what really kind of, he haven't been around for a while, so he probably just needed to get acclimated to the updated 10 minutes to 15, the official PSTV, 314 format. It's a little bit different since the last time he debated, from what I understand. And then just like far as just having them technical, like his mic wasn't working. Like when he put up his presentation in full screen, we couldn't hear him. So I think that a lot of that came from him just it's just a little bit of rust from when you get on the screen. Like, we tested everything behind the scenes. You was there. Everything was fine. But then once we got on camera and started running it, them technical issues, even Said was having some weird technical issues too, where every time he put his presentation up, it kept coming down by itself. So I just think that, if I'm being fair, while I respect what the judge is saying, and I'm not trying to give him a escape, I agree with the judge is saying. I'm just saying that far as the technical issues, maybe we would have seen a little bit more from Tacori, because I think that kind of threw him off a little bit. And then again with that one little comment he made, maybe that's what the judges keyed in on when he was like, y'all can't pronounce it either.
Yeah, so, and that's why I specifically asked about that, because to me, I know for a fact when I debated JJ, I watched him, but I did mispronounce a particular word multiple times. I'm talking about I did it multiple times. And when I went back and looked at it, I was like, damn, what the hell was I doing? Because it wasn't even a difficult word to pronounce, unlike the ones that Tacori was dealing with. So I kind of empathize with him as far as that go. As long as you got a grasp on what those words mean, I think you're okay. The other thing was he said in the chat that he thought that it would be 10-minute rounds. And maybe I didn't do a good job in articulating to him that that for title matches, we now go 15 rounds.
Right.
So standard debates are 10-minute rounds, and the 10-minute Q&A plus the 3-minute opening and closing. But when it's a title match,
I never even mentioned that it was a title match. Somebody asked in the comments, was it a title match? And I didn't want to be, it's a title match, and then it wasn't. So
got you.
You confirmed something to me that I didn't. I just was going with the format that was scripted for me to go with. So Ratchet Craig, what's going on, champ? I didn't realize it was a title match, but I'm glad that I stayed true to the script in terms of the formula for the format, 15-minute rounds, the 3-minute intros, 10-minute chin check, and then 3-minute close. I stayed with that because that's what I've done since I've been moderating. So I think that his next.
I think that's something that I got to take full responsibility for, and no excuses. I've been under the weather, and I don't think I clearly demonstrated to him that it's now a difference between the standard versus series matchups and the title matchups. And so maybe 10
minutes, what he said?
He said he only prepped for 10 minutes. And that makes sense that he would have 5 minutes left if he only prepared for 10 minutes. Maybe him and Cedrick need to run it back. We got the last big head scientist in the building, Ratchet Craig, who been missing in action. So, let's sound the alarms and drop the bombs. Ratchet Craig making a rare appearance on Paradigm Shift TV 314 in the Versus series, even though I see him popping up all over the place. What's up, Ratchet Craig?
Are you not entertained? What's up, man? Shout out to Darren, man, and of course, DLGU, man. I had to make a rare pop up. I have been other places, man. I'm just trying to spread the wings and preach the gospel, man. Paradise Shield TV 314 in the Versus series, man. To other avenues, man. I can't stay in Jerusalem all my life, bro. I cannot stay, but man, it was a good matchup, man. Think about it. I think we signed up for a championship match, man. He haven't been around. I think he should have had a little tune up, but he went straight for he tried to take Ced's head off, man, and I appreciate Tacori on it. So,
No doubt.
Yeah, I appreciate it on that, man. I don't know what question you got to ask me, but I just want to make that statement, man.
What did you think of the judge's explanations?
Hey, man, Man, I'm with it. I don't see not even, I butcher everything pronunciation wise, man. And I did a debate against Zion. I was butchering all them all them terms, and Zion was pretty nice with it. So I know how difficult it is when you start talking about these different species and things like that, man. These Latin words, man, when it comes to these species. So I get it. But he made that little joke and he kept it pushing. He might need a tune up. I see Zion out there, messing with him right now. Run that phase, Zion, with Tacori.
It looked like him and Chris Harris trying to get something on the table. So we gonna see. But I think this is something I gotta take responsibility for. If I didn't express to Tacori that title matches are 15-minute rounds versus 10-minute rounds, that's on me, because the brother said he prepared for 10-minute rounds, and I don't believe we had that conversation. I just made an assumption. I wasn't on my P's and Q's this week. And so I take full responsibility for that. And I think Tacori jumping back in, coming back into the Versus series and going against Cedrick with the streak he been on, to me, is commendable. I think his presentation was sound. And so I'm gonna get with him and see how we can move forward with his next matchup. But I don't think he should be, the judge's decision is the judge's decision, and it is what it is. But I don't think he should be looked at in an unfavorable light due to him having a lack of information. That's totally on me.
Yeah.
I think I still I'm putting it on the table first to Corey Dawson versus Silky D, man.
Silky go run, man.
Silky ain't going run. Because this the type if he stay in this type of field, I think that they have I like to see him back in the ring for that. I'm advocating for that,
Hey, them sources gonna be crazy on that motherfucker. Them sources gonna be crazy, man. Yeah.
Speaking of Silky D, I ain't mean to do that, but speaking of Silky Cannon, what you what's stirring in the pot for the undeniable superstar?
According to him, he wanted to bring a debate against hold on, let me pull it up, because he wanted to see Ruben did the Berbers predate haplogroup A00.
So y'all heard it here first.
Ruben versus Silky D.
Silky D, the undeniable superstar, against the electromagnetic messenger himself, King Naga. Your boy Cannon behind the scenes working his magic, and we may be seeing that coming up soon in the Versus series. Anything else you got for us? You or Ratchet Craig, before we get out of here and make room for the Diabolical Divas?
Just I think I'm gonna do that show with them. If you're not feeling well, put me in the game. You know what I mean? And swing me their questions.
I'm tagging you in, bro, and I'll send you the question.
Put me in the game. I hear you.
You might be getting Zakaria. You might be getting Zakaria in a debate on Paradigm Shift 2.
Oh, okay. See, hey, my man working. Listen, family, the Versus series is where the best debates in the community happen. Whether it's the best topic for topic debater in the world, the one and only Pandemics, the Pan-African atheist, or the Versus series, undefeated, undisputed, world champion Lucifer the Devil, who will be having a face-off with Mr. Debate Mania himself, Big Hemi, tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it or if Sid going to be doing it, but somebody is going to be here to moderate that thing because I think they going to need it. They are on the march to the final word, and we're going to see which one of them end up having the final word at the end of this month. Also working on some things with my man Haru Conscious and James Cassell stepping back into the Versus series. This is where the best debate. We got the hottest platform in the game right now, and they cannot mess with us, even me with a lack of my usual voice. Shout out to Ratchet and Classic Craig for orchestrating this thing. Shout out to my man Cannon, my sister Ivory for continuing to push the envelope to get good talent in the building. We got some good things coming up. KOT versus Pan for the social media title. Pan say he want to be the first person to ever hold the world title and the social media title. KOT say not on his watch. That's coming up at the final word as well. We got MVP Chris Harris in the building. Outside the Cube is in the building. This Wednesday, we got Domo officially entering the Versus series. We are unstoppable. The only thing that can stop us is us. Shout out to everybody that support. We appreciate y'all. Ratchet Craig, any last words?
Oh yeah, man. Congratulations to Cedrick Ortega for his win and maintaining the Academia Championship. I will be fighting somebody that beat your ass one day. And I think I got somebody for you, so I'm gonna get what you said and see what you think about this matchup. And I got to find somebody to beat him, bro. I got to find somebody to beat him.
Hey, Cedrick is officially dubbed the box office. If you look at his last 3 contests, the views are undeniable. Shout out to Cedrick for bringing the people and getting butts in seats. Cannon, any last words before we make room for the Diabolical Divas?
All I'm saying is, if you rocking with the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell icon for the latest and greatest. And if you got topics and you see me in the chat, topics, discussions, debate you want to put on, just hit me. I know who to contact. I know how to get you in there. Let me know what's going on. I'm the plug.
Shout out to the plug, my man Cannon. Domo might have something to say about that, man, because he the political plug. So I think he shortened it to just a plug. So we might have to give you a new nickname, bro. But we got a lot going on this week, family. Hemi and Joshua, aka Lucifer the Devil, having a face-off tomorrow to determine their topic for the final word. Tuesday, we got a takeover show with me and the brother Nora Johnson. Wednesday, we got our brother Cannon with whatever he end up deciding to do. Thursday, you got myself with a spotlight interview with Mr. Phil Fox. Friday, we're going to try to get y'all some free smoke. And this weekend is wide open. We also may have a second show for y'all tomorrow along with that face-off, but Cannon going to keep y'all posted on that. Look for it on the channel. As Cedrick said, we are the #1 debate platform. Y'all continue to rock with us. Keep coming back. And we're going to keep trying to bring y'all the best content we possibly can. With that being said, the Diabolical Divas is up in about 9 minutes. Y'all hit that link and come on back and support the Queens. They got a powerful show coming up for y'all. Next words you're going to hear is the music of Big Hemi and the musical Messiah, Neo Love. We out. That's peace.
Gone.
Juice out of don't sip from the flash. Still on the move on the spirit of my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never won't smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at card. That shit was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. Wall, my thoughts had a bind. He fish in my ear like spit for the county. Bitch at you, but the trigger was tempting. Whole lot of demons in the section I'm stepping. Brain got a drum or a hole like a stick. Bang for the Lord, every ride gon' hit. Flow to the slide, they responded like bait. I carry that text like a windshield whip. Flex that flex, feel that rest. I was 10 toes down in a spiritual test. Came from the dirt, still cleaner than most. Flesh won't toast, but the spirit won't ghost. Devil throw laws, I be catching that purr. Let's go revenge, but the Lord says spur. Fast like collar with the engine on red. Put it in park after old me dead. I got the juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move on the spirit of my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never won't smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at card. That shit was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. Gave me the juice, but it came with the blessing. Guess see many nights turn pain into blessing. This won't place, I just wanted confessions. The pain won't dip, so I dug through the lessons. Wasn't no cap in my knee when I.
Life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak bad on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, 'cause if you do it, you gon' have to prove it. You gon' lose it, nigga. Living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak bad on O&E. You might know that neo love, but neo love or when he above. Switching lanes in the turning lane. Old school, no roof above. Carpool, no room for her. Bitch, you cartoons, we get it up.